my coffee. God damn. Morning, folks. I don't know whether this is going to be a short vlog or more of a public service announcement, but I've woken up in a funny mood this morning, and here we go anyway. First of all, it's my eldest daughter's birthday today, and she's 12. Now, last night, she's always been, she wouldn't mind me saying this, she's been a bit of a tomboy, and last night she got taken for a haircut, and she's now got this new, very ladylike, I think very suits her as well, but very posh haircut. And then this morning, when she's opening her birthday presents, her mum's bought her a load of makeup and stuff, and you know, we've got these balloons and that, and banners saying that she's 12, and god damn it, I feel old. I don't know how I feel about this whole starting to wear makeup and attracting boys shit. I'm not one of those dads who's a massive fan of boyfriends. I feel like I want to show them my chainsaw and axe collection, and yeah, I feel old, and I'm uncomfortable about the idea that my eldest daughter is purposefully attracting boys towards her. So it's a weird day. Move to the side. The hell? Jesus, it's like 1, 2, 4. I think I'm going to show up in the back. Something had been knocked down, like it looked like a rabbit or a hare or something on the road, and there's these 4 massive buzzards just sat in the middle of the road. Yeah, so where the hell, what was I talking to you about? Oh, it's a weird day today. Yeah, Friday, so it's Friday today, yeah, so it's my eldest daughter's birthday, which means that next Friday it's my birthday. So I suppose this is the kind of public service announcement part of it. I'm not just going to do it on this vlog, I'll put out another way of announcing it. But next Saturday, so this Saturday, tomorrow, open as normal, 9:30 till 5, Sunday open 9:30 till 5. But then next Saturday, I'm not going to open until 12 o'clock. It's going to, instead of being £8 for the day pass, it'll be a £5. The reasons for that is it's my birthday on Friday night. A, I'm going to fucking lie in, and B, I might have a couple of drinky poos on Friday night. So not something I really want to be driving around first thing in the morning, like 8:30 in the morning. It's all very doable, but it would mean I would have to temper myself on the Friday evening. I'm going to have a couple of friends round and shit, and get on the phone to Terry and what have you. So yeah, so next weekend, which will be Saturday the 10th, no, Friday, on my birthday's the 10th, so Saturday 11th of November, I'm not going to open up until 12. Then Sunday will be the normal openings. What else have we got going on today? Today I am meeting a chap called Russell up at the park. I've not met Russell before, so this would be interesting. And yeah, in general, it's a bit of a weird day, isn't it? Well, I'm saying in it like you're feeling like you're having a weird day too. Essentially, I've just woken up a bit sideways, and now I'm spouting to the camera. Also, on a side note to this whole birthday thing, I'm speaking directly to the female viewers of this vlog. Now, my wife doesn't watch any of my vlogs at all. I mean, why the hell would she? You know, there's no point. All right, bloody hell, noisy. Why would she? You know, we live together. Excuse me, she's not gonna watch me on a video, is she? So I can say this fairly safely. When it comes to birthday presents and Christmas presents, and you ask your husband, partner, whatever, what they would like, you'll probably find that most men will inevitably say, oh, it's all right, you know, I'm not bothered, I'm not fussed. Now, that is 9 times out of 10 an utter lie. Even if we have a strict rule of never lying to our wives, partners normally, when you ask us what we want for birthday or Christmas, we are probably going to lie to you. It's not because we're boring and we don't really care and we don't know what we want. It's because what we'd actually like for Christmas or birthday just sounds so fucking crazy that it feels better and it feels like a better idea just not to tell you. So for example, what I'd really like for my birthday and Christmas is a trip to Texas. I was reading about this last night, right? I've been reading about it for a few weeks, to be honest. I've been down a bit of a rabbit hole on it. They've got a problem in Texas at the moment with these wild hogs, these massive pigs. They make a right mess of farmland, and there's shit tons of them. They're breeding like rabbits. So they've got this huge problem with them. So what they're doing, what they've devised, obviously bearing in mind that it's Texas, what they've devised is they will do helicopter charter tours or out over these ranches and these farmlands where these pigs are causing a massive carry on, and you get this huge, well, you can choose anything that you like, but you can get this huge big Remington bolt action rifle thing. You get strapped into the helicopter with the doors open and lean out and try and pop yourself a pig, and if you get one, then they take it back at the end of the day and barbecue it up for you. And that's what I want to do for my birthday or my Christmas. Lean out of a helicopter like a proper redneck, shout yeehaw! But yeah, when you get asked what would you like for your birthday or Christmas, it feels a bit more sane. Just say, oh, I'm not fussed. So yeah, it's not that we actually want socks or a coffee mug or something, I don't know, you know, the daft presents that you get your husband. It's not that we actually want that and we're too boring to want anything else. It's because the stuff that we actually want sounds so batshit crazy that you'd just rather not discuss it with your wife. So yeah, right, it's pretty grey this morning. Right now we're just waiting for Russell to show up. So I've just got back from locking up the gate. I can't remember whether I mentioned this earlier, but I got a message off a chap yesterday, a local chap, who was like, I'd put a post on about, I think about the landing of electric landlady, and basically saying I've shaped it all out and everything, got the idea for it. Now the donkey work begins, which is, i.e. shovels, spades, cleaning up bits of logs, what have you. And he saw that and was like, oh, I'd love to come and help. It'd be, if that's okay with you, I'd love to come up and work with you for the day, etc. And usually I get a lot of shit for this, but usually I have a rule of saying thanks but no thanks, for this very reason. But I was like, oh, okay, Mike, it's a lot of work. It is a lot of work, and I want to crack on and get it done. So it was like 2 of us, but awesome. Yeah, so I was like, brilliant. Got back and forth, well, what time in the morning and everything. So obviously my daughter's birthday this morning, I had a couple of bits to do, so I said 10 o'clock. Anyway, I've just gone and I waited in the car park. I've just gone and locked the gates. Now, what time is it now? I kind of waited around for as long as so 10:47. It's like I waited around for 40 minutes, nothing, no show. So basically I've just kind of used what I had allotted for my lunch break now at the start of the day, and I haven't even had lunch or anything. And with the amount of stuff that I've got to do and the time that I've got to do it in, I don't really feel like I can have a lunch break. No message, no phone call to say I'm not coming, or I can't make it, or I'm running late or anything. So this is like I had strike 3 of this happening, and this is the 4th time that I've said okay and then just somebody hasn't shown up. So I can't, it's not that, well, I am a bit impatient, and I am, I've got to admit to that, shockingly impatient. But the other side of it is just I've got to crack on. I've got a lot to do, and I can't be kind of like, I can't just wait indefinitely in the car park for someone to show up. I don't leave the gates open at the bottom just for any old person to wander in, because they do, because I'm running a chainsaw and stuff, and it's not a nice surprise to be working away and find somebody just wander up on you. Oh, it's not a nice surprise for me, because first instinct is to grab the axe. But so I locked the gate. So now it's like I don't recognise the name. Don't think he's been before. There's no way that I could just leave the gates open and get a message off him saying, "Oh, I was running late, but at lunchtime or something," and be like, "Oh, see now, oh, I'm just over on the landing electric landlady." It's not somebody I know who can just make their way there, sort of thing. I'd have to come back down, let them in, and it's like, fuck it. Thanks very much for the offer and everything, but it's not particularly this guy's fault. Well, shit happens in life, you know, and you can't get mad about it because he volunteered, and it was awesome of him to be willing to give up his time. So there's that side of it. You can't really get annoyed about it, because it's not fair on that person or on any other person that done it previously, because stuff happens in life and plans have to change, and that's just the way it is. But I can't afford to sit around for 40 minutes unproductive, not doing anything, or I can't afford, or alternatively that's just not my personality, and maybe it's my problem. Maybe it is my problem. I am an impatient git, and it possibly is down to me. But anyway, a lot of people send messages or say things. Why don't you just get people to help? Because people are flaky, and it does my fucking boxing. So that's why I don't get people to help unless I know them. Anyway, let's go and crack on. I've got to drag this thing over to electric landlady. Next thing to do is to take some of these chopped logs that are around in here and start laying up a bit of foundations in. Excuse me, gassy pop, to bring a bit of shape in for when I'm putting the dirt on top. Oh God, I've got gas. And then can proper start and do the donkey work of digging out of here. The landing's something that I'm really I really want to get sorted, and I really want it how I envisage it. So I know this is probably putting more time into it than it really truly needs, but the takeoff's pretty much done. It just needs the slats put in over the top of it. That's fairly straightforward. But I want the landing to fill you with confidence, if you know what I mean. So you can, when you're checking out the jump, I don't know, you guys do it. You must do it as well. Where you're checking something out, and then you go around and you look at the takeoff and go around and look at where you've got to land. And I just wanted the kind of thing of where if you're walking around the feature and you're thinking about sessioning it or giving it a blast for the first time, that you can look and just see that when it's all dug in, you just have this big long slope to land in, and plenty of room for error, so to speak. I don't think this is going to show up on the camera. Maybe it will, I don't know. But it's like snowing all these brown, you can see them there on the floor, all these brown needles. It's really weird in here. First rule of Build Club is we don't build anything with this needly crap in here. You can't build with that, it's got to be the dirt, which is a pain, because essentially the needly stuff is all there and ready on top, but you've got to move it out of the way to get to the dirt underneath. Now, I'll let you into probably quite a well-known secret, but the idea was I was going to bring a machine in to build this one for me. Just a little mini digger to dig out from here and shuttle it up, drop it on there, come back. It would have been so much easier. But the truth is, I can't actually afford that, so it's going to be done by hand. Now, my idea is to kind of dig in with the digging spade and the shovel steps, and build it up so it's going to look like it's got steps up to it where I've taken bits out and then moved that stuff upwards, and then come back and smooth down all of the steps. That's the idea. Whether that'll work as a practical thing, I don't know until I give it a bash, but that's the kind of idea for it. Anyway, I'll do a little bit more, and then I've got to get over and check the rest of the tracks and get ready for the weekend. Right folks, I reckon I've got about 45 minutes of light left, so I'm really going to have to jack this in now and get over and do the track checks. The good news is, with being here on Electric Landlady, I can check them as I'm working the way back to the car park, so that's kind of a bonus. So I think I might have mentioned earlier that I was going to try and do like a stepped method in here. I don't know if this is going to show up at all, but I don't know if you can see them kind of dig. There's 3 sort of steps dug out of there, and that dirt that gets dug out gets transported upwards up onto there. Essentially it makes this area of land steeper, because I come back in with the BTR rake and smash all of these corners off the steps and level it all down, so it makes this bit steeper whilst transporting dirt up onto there. I'm going to keep persevering with the step method all the way up and check out what it looks like. Hey, this is something that I've wanted to build for a long time, to be honest, since I was a bloody teenager, and I don't absolutely know whether this methodology is going to have the level of success that I'm after. What I do know is though that if I don't give it a bash and try it out and put in the work, and if I just can't be arsed and going, well, it's not going to work, if I take that mentality, that's got a 100% failure rate. So here we are giving this a go. Anyway, bit of an unexpected vlog today. Wasn't really expecting to make one. Woke up in a bit of a funny mood. Bit of manual labour, feel 100% better, and we'll keep going at this. Obviously I'll keep you updated, guys. We'll see how this gets on. I think it should work okay. Basically the idea, what I'm going to be left with, or what I think I'm going to be left with, is going to get these steps all the way up to here whilst transporting all the dirt up to there, and just be left with this mound. So underneath here, I don't know if this shows up very well, but underneath there is an old stump that needs to be cut out, or dug out anyway. That stump there is going to have to get dug, and these two as well, so I can just flow this area down and flow it through to kind of a smoothed out area. We'll be back into the, I'm safe, touch wood, we'll be back into the kind of flow of the natural lay of the land by somewhere just after the middle of these 2 trees that'll have smoothed down, so that the dirt part where I've raked will end up being pretty steep for the landing, and then you'll gradually come down and smooth it out and make your way down the rest of the track. That's the idea. Anyway, have a great weekend, and I'll see you soon, folks.